Why learn the major scale? You almost have to. It's fundamental to understanding music, to naming chords, scales, figuring out chord progressions. Everything kind of evolves from the major scale. Everything can be related back to the major scale in music, so it's very important to have a good understanding of it. Very, very simply, I'm going to show you a pattern that I find is really useful to learn for the major scale. It's not your traditional one, but it was, I discovered it in the 1980s watching Frank Gambale videos, and it made a lot of sense. And I'm going to give you 3 big reasons why I think this scale pattern is the one you should learn, or at least one of the ones you should learn. You should learn as many as you can. But 3 notes per string. Now, I'm not the only guitarist that knows this pattern, of course, but we seem to be in the minority, and I don't really understand why, because this is a really, really useful pattern to know. Basically, if you follow the formula for the major scale, which very simply is this, keeping in mind that 1 fret equals a half step. 2 frets is 2 half steps or a whole step. Okay, so if you start from your root note, and in this case it's a G, but you can start anywhere and the formula is the same. You go up a whole step or 2 frets, a whole step, 2 frets, then a half step, 1 fret, then a whole step, then a whole step, then a whole step, and then a half step gets you back to the root note again. That's the octave above where you started. Everyone knows that. Everyone should know that. That's your formula for the major scale. Does not matter what note you start on, you follow that formula of intervals. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half to get your 7 notes. Now, the way I think is very, very useful to learn this, number 1 reason is, well, I'll show you the pattern first. If we start on the 3rd fret, and keep in mind these numbers are the frets and they move as you start on different notes for different keys. 3rd fret, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7. Those 2 strings have exactly the same pattern. 4, 5, 7 on the D string, 4, 5, 7 on the G string. Exactly the same pattern between those 2 notes. 5, 7, 8 on the B, 5, 7, 8 on the E. So each pair of strings shares the same pattern for this 3 note per string scale. That is the number 1 reason why I think this scale pattern is really, really good to use, because it's so easy to memorize. You just go, doesn't matter where you start on the 6th fret. You go 6, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10, 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 11, and that's your major scale. Okay, reason number 2 is that if you use your pinky for the highest note on each string in this pattern, it is fantastic for your pinky strength, your coordination, and your fingering. Start each string with your first finger. The middle note can be either your 2nd or 3rd finger. It's going to be obvious which one you prefer to use, and it doesn't really matter. But what matters is to use your pinky on the highest note on each string. Pinky, first, middle, pinky, first, middle, pinky, and so on. And going down, it really gives your pinky a good workout as well, because you're leading with that finger on each string. You want to try and make sure that that note is strong and clear and clean. That's your 2nd reason. The 3rd reason that I think this pattern is super useful is for when you start learning modes and other scales. Like I said, everything is related to the major scale. So when you are doing your minor scale, you have a flattened 3rd note, a flattened 6th note, and a flattened 7th note. And when you play that in this same 3 note per string pattern, you suddenly see very, very easily which notes have been flattened or which notes you need to flatten in order to create that new pattern. And when you start playing modes, if you learn your modes and your other scales in that same 3 note per string pattern, they will give you a series of patterns that interlock, particularly the modes. If you learn the modes, you've got 7 modes, 7 different patterns that overlap and interlock all the way up and down the fretboard, and they create one big enormous shape that you can learn bit by bit. Just learn gradually. You can take years learning these modes and how they link up, but they all just link up. So it's a very logical approach. It's a really good way to get into your major scale and the modes beyond it. So there will be more videos down the track on going further into this, but for now, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, get into your major scale, learn it 3 notes per string, get your pinky in action, and we'll see you here again soon. Thanks for watching.